His morning crew with Rob, Allison, and Jim.
Building 429's new project is called Fear No More. So we thought we'd talk about our fears.
Oh, yeah.
You guys want to open up a little bit? So fun. Jason, Roy, do you want to start?
Yeah, I can do that. I have always had this fears. You can ask these guys. It's always been with me forever. I have some issue with stringy cheese. It drives me crazy. Yeah.
Why? Do you
That's
have
a
any?
common one.
Okay,
That's a
so
common
look, no, that is string cheese, which does mess. That's a little worse. It does mess with me. But what it is, it's when it's hot.
Okay.
And you pull it and you just like
Oh,
gum.
so not string cheese,
no,
instead stringy. Okay.
So like if somebody takes their gum and pulls on it, I want to, like, in the name of Jesus, want to punch them. I really do. I'm like, why do you have to do that? Like, this is so gross to me. There's some, and I'm being honest. I'm just like not good at snot at all, you know? So that's what it looks like. That's what cheese looks like to me when it's stringy. So like those pizza commercials, I'm like, I will never have pizza again.
Wow, is there a name for that phobia?
We could name it. Yeah.
Cheesy phobia.
Oh, yeah.
Quesophobia. Yeah. But anyway, so there's that, and my other one's kind of gross too. I'm afraid of throwing up. So there you go.
Oh.
Nice.
You're afraid of actually doing it?
I haven't thrown up in 20 years.
Whoa. So you haven't had the flu in a while? Or?
I just don't throw
That should
up.
be a
No, he's had the
challenge. We
flu.
should,
He just,
see
like,
if we can
literally
get
won't do
Jason
it.
It's time to break through. Somebody get a bowl.
No.
Oh, gross.
No, that is the thing I'm just so fearful. I don't even understand why. Why should I be afraid of that? I just am.
Huh. Very
And yeah, I'm
interesting.
able to not throw up, which is probably not good for you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If that
'cause-
ever changes, let us know. I'm just curious
Hey,
when that'll
I threw up
happen.
today, guys. Put that on the
Give me
air.
a call.
It was great. Now, Aaron, I know you have no fears because you're a bass player and you're related to Daniel Boone.
Well, yes, that's
But
true.
but if you did have a fear,
Well,
What would that be?
So I am kind of not, like a little bit afraid of being in a small place with a bull. An angry bull.
What?
I know
Okay.
it's like random, but like I mentioned earlier, I grew up on a farm, so we raised a calf to a full-grown bull as a pet when I was a kid. His name was Buddy, and he was like, we'd play with him and wrestle
the
with him
bull.
like a dog. I mean, in the
Wow.
yard, we'd wrestle with him, and it got to where he grew into like an 1,800-pound bull, like with horns. I mean, he was a big dude, and he continued to think that he could play. And so anytime you're in the pasture with him or anything, he would run up to you and like try to butt you and like, and he looked like he was being aggressive, but he was just playing. And my dad would fish down at the pond, and there was a couple times where he cornered my dad to the pond and wouldn't let him go, and Dad had to bail into the water, and we'd have to come out and get Buddy to come to the back of the field so Dad could get out of the water.
Here, buddy.
Yeah.
that might be a legitimate fear.
Yeah. Wow.
That's pretty funny, actually.
Yeah, we were all
Didn't
scared
you say
of him.
that? Didn't you say that when he was a calf, he'd lift his head up and your arm would flop?
Yeah,
But now
he
when
would-
he's an adult, he would lift his head up and he'd throw you across the field.
Yeah, that's right. It turned into playing with him till we were all just like really terrified of Buddy because he just wanted to play and he'd probably maul you,
We should
Scary.
have done a pillow with Buddy.
I know.
Buddy the bull.
And you're also kind of weirded out about feet or people touching your feet.
Yeah, like
Oh.
it's like my wife is like, he'll rub my feet, and I'm just not. I'm like, I don't know how you do that because I can't. It's just I can't do it. I
Well,
can't.
you're
You've never
safe
had a
here.
pedicure. I'm
No,
guessing.
and that honestly does kind of freak me out. I'm really ticklish for one thing on the bottom of my feet, and the pressure thing. It just doesn't matter. I'm not a fan. Not a fan.
All right, Michael.
Yes.
What are your biggest fears?
Oh, my
Everyone's
gosh.
opened up really well.
This is
I know.
beautiful.
My actually probably biggest fear is snakes. I know a lot of people have that fear, but
Oh,
mine is
gosh.
definitely snakes. I cannot
kind of
stand.
snake is that,
Nope,
Aaron?
I can't even look at that.
It's like a black racer or something.
And actually,
Yeah,
the day
it's
last week, the day
small.
before we left, my wife, she was going off to work, and I was in the kitchen making coffee. She's like, Michael, come here. There's a snake. You got to kill it. And I was like, oh my gosh. So I go out there.
That one you don't want to mess with right there. I know that.
Oh,
No.
yeah. No.
snake.
So I went outside, and luckily, I mean, it was seriously like, it was like a tiny baby snake. Like, it was probably like 3 inches long. It looked like a little worm, but it was a snake. So it took everything in me just to go get the shovel and, like, kill
You
it. Even
killed
though
a
it was
baby
that.
snake?
Yeah, because I didn't know what kind it was. I kill any snake I see. I usually kill it.
I got a story about snakes after he finishes.
All right, go ahead. I'm done. That was it. So.
And we found a 5-foot
that's right.
snake skin in my attic recently.
Oh,
And
there's
I-
a snake
Shivers.
missing.
And there's a snake
Hey,
missing, and I was
somewhere.
up there in the attic working. I had to work for the rest of the day in the attic, knowing that snake skin was there. I was really scared out of my mind.
You
And
didn't call Michael?
no, I was trying. I called Aaron. It's like, Aaron, what do I do? What do I do? Because Aaron has grabbed a snake
Oh yeah, he's not
at a
scared of snakes at
show
all.
and carried it out on stage like it's nothing.
Wow.
So what in the
Amazing.
world?
Oh, well, we're going to have more with Building 4029.
4059.
You just expanded.
I did.
That's fantastic.